Let's have a look at the start of this break, Alan, because this black from the beginning, it didn't look on, does it? It doesn't look like it's going to squeeze. But the way he plays this black, it's quite clever, because if he misses it, he leaves it over the pocket. But also he can get on the red that's closest to the pocket as we look.
Yeah, not only the way he played it, the execution. Look at how it just misses the shave on the near jaw. I mean, the accuracy there, it's difficult to describe on these tables how accurate that shot's got to be in it. And he just, as I say, brushed it in, the innocence of youth. And here's his cue action coming up, his style. When he gets down in the shot, actually, he looks at times a little bit shaky. He's got a bit of head movement, but that's just a natural characteristic. It doesn't affect at all, does it?
Yeah, it's nice and compact, isn't it? And his back arm is nice and straight. You know, straight back, straight forward. And there's little that can go wrong there.
Yeah, something else about Lyu in the last, I'd say, 18 months, he's taken a bit of a stretch. He was really quite small, wasn't he? But he's taken that stretch, and that all helps. When you're a top-class professional snooker player. So Barry Hawkins, I think he was aware before this coming out this morning that he was going to have to play something near his A game if he's going to get this match done. And he now knows that he does.
Clever little shot there from Barry Hawkins. He used the red to split the pack slightly, which meant that a couple of reds had come out. So if he tried to come off the side cushion and nestle into the pack, those couple of reds are available. It makes it a bit more tricky. Might be best just using the rest here, coming off the top cushion with the cue ball and just nestling into this red beside the black. This is a little shot that he could play, but he's got to be very delicate with it. He could come off the two cushions, the top cushion, side cushion, nestle into that red as well, but he's got to be careful with this one.
He's playing into the little gap, isn't it? It's almost a little U shape. There it is there. That is a great shot. Well played. See that? Letter U, wasn't it? Just find the gap. That was clever, actually. You see, the great thing is we're talking about playing in the academy. With the other young players, one of them does something in a tournament, gets to semis or a final or something, and they think, I'm going to do that. That's where I want to be, and that competitiveness drives everyone on.
Yeah, gives them all inspiration, doesn't it? He's already been a semi-finalist in the Northern Ireland Open earlier on this season. He was relegated from the tour in 2015. He won the World Under 21 when he was just 14 years of age. Of course, he beat Marco Fu in the first round here as well, which was a great win for him.
This next couple of frames is going to be very interesting to see what tactics Barry Hawkins employs. I think, knowing Barry as the match player that he is, I can see him mentally just saying, right, I'm going to batten down the hatches with this kid. He can't afford to leave him any openings.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I think he's going to try and use his vast experience of here at the Crucible, but it's very hard to hold on to the reins of this young lad. But I'm sure Barry got loads of experience. As we said, this is bidding for his 6th quarter-final in a row here. But he's going to need to draw on every bit of that experience to get over this match now. As we said, he was coasting at 4-0, even at 8-3 yesterday. He looked very, very good himself, very sharp, making a lot of breaks. Thought at one stage that this match was going to finish with a session to spare. Now all of a sudden he's in a match, and here's another mistake. He's left the red here to the right centre. He can hold for the pink into the opposite centre. He can go up for the blue. He's got a red at the bottom of the pack as well.
Big shot, this. Oh, delicacy. That was exceedingly dinky. Delicate little soft screw shot. Oh, you'll need another one. This black is a stinker. Oh, breezed it home. Breezed it home. He's actually a wee bit unfortunate with a kiss. He just had to let gravity take over there. That's how difficult that was. He couldn't impart anything on the cue ball. But right in the heart of the pocket once more. What can he find this time?
He's looking at this red to left centre, but it's a very acute angle. But he can get back off 2 cushions, back for the black. He's just having a look in the pack there to see what he'll be leaving. Doesn't look like he can leave much. There's not as much pressure on this shot. Still very difficult. Yeah, just watch the cue ball. He hasn't really left anything into the left centre.
No doubt about it, the hawk is on the back foot. Yeah, he's hesitant. He wants to pull the trigger in this red, but there's danger everywhere should he miss it. The natural angle is going to be close to the jaws of the green pocket. That's why he's going to hang off here. He's going to hang fire and back to the grind. Momentum shifts in these matches are so key. Barry Hawkins early on, all the momentum. The youngster came storming back. Once again, Barry took charge. And the youngster answered all the questions at the minute. Lyu Haotian is the man with all the momentum behind him. He's got the wind in his sails.
Hawkins got a slight upper hand in this safety battle because he's got this cue ball. It's not very tight to this top cushion, but it's difficult to try and dig down into the cue ball and try and get it back there, so he may only drop back into the pack again. There is a red to the right centre, but it's fraught with danger. I think he'd be more prudent just to drop into the 2 reds that are almost touching just below the pink spot. If you can drop onto that one, it will Should be okay. Well, he's going for the screw back. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Well,
One.
I didn't see the double on.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Very fortunate. That red could have wobbled in that pocket and left an easy one for Barry Hawkins. Just have a look at this again. If this red doesn't go in, it's wobbling and staying there.
He can't play the roll up behind the black, really. He's going for the pot, Ken. Dear me.
He's got to watch the cue ball. Could go close to this right centre. Wow. Great shot. What a brave shot to take on.
Yeah, I know one thing. I'm not brave enough to take that cat. I wouldn't have even looked at that. Dear, what a shot. And even with Barry Hawkins batting down the hatches, which, as I said, I think that's what he's been doing the last 5 minutes. The youngster has somehow found a way in. All right, it was a fluke. But as I say, the wind is in his sails right now. Just how long can he ride this little wave he's on?
$11.
Just about on this red, dead straight. He can hold for the pink. He is on it, and it's a lot easier when you're looking through the eye of a camera lens than actually when you're out there, because that pink sort of creates a sort of a disturbance for you. Well, he's got the alternative
12.
and played it again very well. He's got choices here. 2 reds right of the pink. He's got the red left of the pink.
$17.
Doesn't have to hold it for the pink here. He might stun through the gap for the black into the same pocket. Oh, he's going to take the bottom one.
18.
Could have done with just going another couple of inches with that cue ball.
$25.
Well, there's his target, 68, before his opponent will require a snooker.
Just something I've noticed about his game, Lyu Haotian. It's the first time I've commentated on him this year. He's incredibly comfortable
26.
at leaving a mid-distance red. That's something for everyone to notice, and it's a great weapon to get you back in. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't even hesitate to leave it. Never mind pot it. Great weapon to have. When you know, some players seem to excel at potting awkward balls, don't they?
33.
I thought Mark Allen last night, he's kind of one of those kind of players, you know, although he's got a very tight cue ball, when he runs out of position slightly, he recovers well. This young man does something very similar.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of a guy who practiced that type of shot and is very, very comfortable with it. And particularly under pressure, he's very efficient with it as well. He was having a look at those
34.
2 balls where they plant into this bottom right-hand corner pocket. There's a bit of a gap between them. And there you see, it's just gone slightly to the right of the pocket, but he certainly could make it. He's only another 3 reds and colours will
40.
secure this frame. So he's getting close to the point of no return in this frame for Barry Hawkins. Another frame may slip by.
41.
Yeah, the beauty, as I was saying about those mid-distance pots there, as Barry Hawkins looks on, it sort of takes the stress out of the situation when you're in the ball. And then when you do get in close, you think, well, this is like shelling peas. I'm not
46.
afraid to leave, you know, awkward little shots that if you drop your concentration, they become missable. Little shots like this with the rest.
47.
So 55 in front. Pink 61. Red in a decent size value colour. And we'll be back in level terms.
And there you see it, 61. So red and another pink
53.
would be perfect. And he's got on this red. Absolutely plumb. He's got a nice angle on, just a stone back out for the pink, if he wishes.
54.
And he may go back to that plant now. Okay, he's straight on the red, but he doesn't have to worry about it. He'll go back and have a look at this plant. He'll pot the pink. Doesn't have to get close to the 2 reds. But the most important thing is just make sure this pink, he's going to have a look at it again. There you see, it's slightly going to the right of the pocket, but he can certainly make it. But make sure the pink here. Well, the way he's played that, Alan, tells me that he's going to go for this long straight red
60.
as opposed to the plant.
Yeah, I'd like to see this disappear. I don't want to be. Oh, leather
61.
again. Someone go and tell this youngster there's knuckles on a pocket. That's leather every shot.
$68.
Now let's see, can he make this plant here, keep the break going? He certainly can. Excellent shot.
69.
And I think the red on the right of the tree certainly pots into his bottom left-hand corner pocket. So he's had 125, 72, 60 odd, 91 in the last 5 of the last 6 frames.
77.
He's going to need another one of these mid-distance pots to keep the break going and
82.
possibly get a century.
$83.
Easy game, isn't it? He's one of these players that in Glasgow we call a bit of a take on.
90.
He doesn't look physically intimidating, running round the table, knocking balls in and looking flashy, but he just keeps
91.
knocking them in. It's almost boring. You look at him, you think, is he trying, or is this him practicing, or what's he doing? You know, he just, everything coming so easy to him. So impressive.
98.
As Kenny said, remember, he was 8-3 behind. Terrific stuff. Great to see him
100.
make another century.
$100 and the frame.
Yeah,
Lyu
Barry
Haotian.
Hawkins stays in his chair. The perfect start for the youngster. His 4th century this year at the Crucible in debut, and it's 9-all.